Hey, welcome back to day 2 of the Magic Only Too Many Types playthrough. We continue where our journey left off with me wanting to cause physical harm to Brendan. I decided to follow my own advice in the last video and raise Ember's level to 30. I initially thought it was a bit overkill until I went to the fight. Lombre comes out first and goes down to 1 scratch. Brendan then sends out the menace that is Brionne. Brionne opens with an Aqua Jet and brings Ember to just about half health, and I retaliate with a scratch. Brionne does one more Aqua Jet, leaving me at just 2 HP, and another scratch is just enough to take it out. Brendan sends out his final Pokemon Slugma, who is the D's Nuts type. Being on 2 HP, I'm really worried about this final Pokemon, because if I don't take him out with one move, I lose. I use Magic Missile and finally defeat Brendan. With this victory, I finally have access to Mauville City in my first encounter of the run. In Route 117, I find an Eevee who I named Jack Frost in preparation for its evolution, Glaceon. Sadly, Glaceon will have to wait as the item I need to evolve Eevee is in Lilycove City. So while we have finally caught a Pokemon, it will have to wait in the box for now. So, we fight Watson with 1 Mon as well. Watson uses the Prime type and has access to the move Hype Train, which works like Rollout. I've seen Watson take out many a YouTuber, so I was really worried. But to my surprise, the Watson fight went really well. It definitely held that Ember was level 30, but we basically swept through his whole team. After a pretty uneventful gym fight, I head to Meteor Falls, and within Meteor Falls, we can finally get an encounter we can use. In Hatchram. We named her Cersei, and after 3 gym leaders, we finally have a second member of the team. I proceeded to get a little lost as I forgot how the story of Emerald goes, but we eventually reached Mount Chimney to challenge Maxie. The first fight ended in a loss, and where I learned that Fire Spin has an accuracy of 85, we win the rematch and head to Lava Ridge. Lava Ridge is where we can get our 3rd party member in the Lava Ridge egg, which hatches into a Ponyta, who I named Twilight. After leveling her up, we begin our next gym challenge. Flannery utilizes the Fire and Fluffy type, which is going to prove to be a challenge. Fluffy resists a lot of the moves I have available to me, and with half her Pokemon also having the Friend type, this brings up even more resistances. All of her Mons make use of the Fluffy move Warm Hug, which paralyzes you, and it proved to be very annoying. And with Snuggle Strike that can flinch, Flannery is going to be a challenge. After multiple failed attempts, I eventually learned that the Vibe type is a great counter for her whole team, so with an evolved Cersei, we came up with a plan. The plan simply being keep Cersei alive so we have access to the Vibe move, which is the only move that's super effective against Flannery's entire team. And if she ever gets low, switch to Ember or Twilight so that they can get some damage in and be a wall so I can heal Cersei. Flannery leads with a Furret, who like most of our team is weak to the Vibe type. Cersei uses Hey Chill, which leaves Furret with a sliver of health, making Flannery waste her Hyper Potions. After Furret goes down, she sends out Flareon. Cersei dies from 1 more attack, so we send out Ember, who takes neutral damage from all Flareon's moves. I take out Flareon with a Hype Train, and out comes Arcanine, who takes out Ember with a Bite. I send out Twilight to deal as much damage as possible while I heal Cersei and revive Ember, and when Twilight goes down, Ember comes out and takes out Arcanine with a Hype Train. Flannery then sends out her final Pokemon Ninetales, and this is where I realize I'm in a bad spot. Ember will go down for 1 attack from Ninetales, and Cersei can barely take 2 hits at full HP. So I resort to using a lot of revives and potions until finally Ninetales fail, and we can claim our 4th badge. And that's day 2. It's kind of funny because this one took way longer to do, like an extra hour, 30 minutes in comparison to day 1, but the episode itself feels shorter, and I think it's because like an hour 30 of it is just me trying to fight Flannery. But once again, if you did enjoy, please do subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye. Also, I do this entire thing live on Twitch, so come check me out on twitch.tv/JoeDemo if you enjoyed. Okay, yeah, actually, bye-bye this time.